Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about all my favorite brushes and makeup applicators from Priceline. I know when you first start kind of getting into makeup, the whole brush thing can be a little bit daunting. So many kits that you can buy, you can only buy online, and you have to kind of commit to a whole heap, or you have to buy like a couple of little ones that you can't ever see. So it can be a little bit annoying, and you don't want to spend like a heap of money when you are first kind of starting out getting into makeup. So I picked my favorite 8 brushes and 1 sponge from Priceline, so you can go and get these pretty much at any time if you live in Australia, and they will work for you. I'm going to start out with foundation. The Real Techniques, all my brushes are dirty, by the way, and sponge, but the Real Techniques sponge is really nice. I often pick this over my beauty blender to use, and I love my beauty blender. But if you are the kind of person who likes to use a sponge to get your makeup on, then this is really beautiful. Some foundations just really work better with like a little bit of moisture pushed into them, and this will get the job done. If you are not into sponges and you prefer to use a face brush, then the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush is amazing. I am going to talk about a lot of Real Techniques products in this video because they're probably the best brushes that you can get at Priceline. They are kind of on the pricey end of Priceline though. So I'm also going to put links to them from a website called iHerb in the description bar, and it's kind of like an online chemist, and they're much cheaper from there, and shipping is only about $5. The Real Techniques Expert Face Brush is a really beautiful brush for like buffing in your foundation if that's what you prefer to do. You can also use this for contour because it's quite thin if you like to use cream contour, like with a concealer, like with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which is amazing. It's really good for just getting in that space under your cheekbone as well. The next Real Techniques brush that I'm going to talk about is this massive one. This is, I think it's just a face powder brush. Yeah. So you can use this just for all over powder on your face, or I like to use this one for bronzer. It is very big, so it's only like if you want a really blown out like bronze look, but I think it gives a really nice finish, and I like to have brushes that kind of have a dual purpose. Since we've spoken about bronzer, I'll speak about highlight. This is the Models Prefer highlight and contour brush, and I love this brush. It's so nice. So I like to use this for using like a matte highlight to set my under eye concealer, and I also like to use it to apply like my shimmer highlight to the tops of my cheekbones. It really just like gets the product out of the pan and puts it on your face just really pretty, and I really like this one. I think it's about $18 normally from Models Prefer, so probably best to wait for a sale, but if you're just picking up one brush, it's not too bad. If you are looking at the sets from Real Techniques, then I definitely recommend this one. It is the Duo Fiber set, and it comes with 3 brushes. This one is the Duo Fiber face brush, and you can use this for powder or you can use it for cream because it's a Duo Fiber brush. I love this brush for my ColourPop like blushes because they're kind of creamy. This picks them up really nicely, and because it's like that Duo Fiber brush, it's going to pick it up and just apply it really nicely, and it looks pretty. I like to apply mostly blush with this brush, but you can also apply like face powders, or you could apply like bronzer, really anything. It's very versatile. I love this. This is the Duo Fiber contour brush, and I don't actually like to use this one for contour. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. I like to use this for blending out my concealer under my eyes. It is freaking perfect for that. It's so good. It just like makes your under eyes look beautiful. Really, that's all I can say about it. I love it. And then the last brush that comes in the set is this little one, and it's the Duo Fiber eye brush, and this is so nicely tapered, and it comes to like such a fine point that you can either really blend stuff out, or you can put like a little bit of product just on the tip and then put it lightly like into your crease or into the outer corner, and it's going to do like really fine detail work. It's just a really beautiful brush. When I first got this, I didn't love it, but now that I've used it like a few times, I use it every single day. I freaking cannot get enough of this. It's really beautiful for actually blending out like a cut crease if you put in like a really sharp line. Because the point of this is so fine, it will just get in there and like blend it out really, really nicely. I have two more brushes to talk about, and they're both from Models Prefer. The first of them is this little double-ended guy. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you've heard me speak about this before. This comes in the Models Prefer like eyeshadow palettes. I don't think that you can buy it separately, but the palettes are only $10 and this brush alone is worth the $10. This end is perfect for laying down your transition color and just blending out any eyeshadows, and this little flat end is great for packing on color all over the lid. It's just a really, really great brush. I love it, and I have 4 of these. The very last brush that I want to talk about is kind of a new one to my collection, but I've had it for maybe a month and I've been using it every single day. And it is this little tapered brush. This is from Models Prefer and it's called the Shadow and Concealer brush. I've never used it for concealer, but I guess you could use it for spot concealing if you wanted to. But this is perfect for just getting right in your crease and carving it out. So once you put in your transition color and like maybe another color, go into your crease with this one with like quite a dark color, and it's just beautiful. I use this to define the outer corner of my eye as well, and it blends things out, it applies the color really nicely, it doesn't like suck up your product. It's just a beautiful, beautiful brush, and I think this cost about $13. Okay, so that's all the brushes that I'm going to talk about, but if you need to buy brushes, you don't have to buy all this 8, but if you bought all of these 8 brushes, that is all that you need to apply all of your makeup. So, go in with your foundation, Expert Face Brush. Blend out your concealer with the Duo Fiber Contour Brush. Powder your face with the Real Techniques Powder Brush. Apply your crease color with the Models Prefer Double-Sided Brush. Apply another crease color with the Duo Fiber Eye Brush. Shade your outer corner with the, what is this called? Models Prefer Shadow and Concealer Brush. Pack color all over the lid with your little flat shader brush. Apply your blush with your Duo Fiber Face Brush. Apply your highlight with the Models Prefer Highlight Brush. And you could use this for contour as well if you want to. If you buy 2, I guess. Or you could do highlight first and then you contour, and that might be okay. If you wanted to get the Real Techniques sponge, use that to do your foundation, and then use the Expert Face Brush to do your contour. Yes! Alright, so that's 9 things, but that's okay. Alright, that's the end of this video. I will leave links to all the products from Priceline in the down bar, plus all the links for the Real Techniques brushes from iHerb in the down bar as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumb up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!